Stretching out the neck. See where he's at. Well, this is a smooth softshell turtle, one of Iowa's most common turtles, but since they spend almost their entire life underwater in the big rivers, most people never get a chance to see them. What makes him different than most other turtles is well, how he gets his name, the softshell, because his shell is rubbery. It's not hard like a regular turtle. Now, most turtles, like a snapper or a painted, they're going to use their shell as protection. A lot of kids, and gosh, even some adults, have the idea that the turtle shell is its home. Well, that's not true. The shell is just his protection, kind of like a knight in battle would wear a suit of armor for protection. Well, this soft shell, being rubbery like this, doesn't offer him much protection. So the smooth soft shell actually spends most of his time hiding out on the bottom of the river. That's how he avoids getting eaten, is by using his camouflage. So very good for hiding in the river. So he looks just like the sand and the mud. He can stay underwater for about 20 minutes at a time before he needs to come up for a breath. And if you look at the very tip of his head, that's where his nose is. Those two little dots there. So when he wants a breath, he can paddle himself up to the surface, stick his neck way out, just poke his nose out of the surface, and get a breath without really exposing themselves to great blue herons or raccoons or other things that might want to eat him. So the turtle himself, he's a predator. He likes to eat fish. He likes to eat crawdads, worms, insects, things like that. He has two types of camouflage. On the top, he's brown and gray to blend in with the river bottom. But if you'll notice, the bottom is silvery white. Now, it doesn't seem like it'd be very good camouflage for swimming in the river, but imagine if he was down on the bottom of the river and you were a predator, like a fish or a big bird or an otter, and you're looking down on this guy, he would blend in right with the mud and the rocks. But say this turtle has to go up and get a breath of air up at the surface, and I'm a big fish swimming down here, I'm going to see that silvery white underside that looks just like the reflective surface of the river water. So a lot of fish, even some of our birds, even some of our helicopters, army jets, things like that, are painted with this two-tone camouflage, light on the bottom and dark on the top.